Thank you, Ms. Jefferson and distinguished judges and questioner. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes God. He asks human beings what they wish for. They tell him their desire, the world peace. And then, can you guess what happens? They vanish. Selfish mankind exploiting the earth only for their own profit was gone. Who the true world is. The true world peace is not just a matter of human beings, but the greatest common happiness of every species on the earth, because the world means the whole planet, including every life. Today, I'd like to tell you what we human beings can do to approach a true world peace. Human beings have exploited this planet and deprived of other species' habitat and even their lives, and in the end, many species have gone extinct. World Wildlife Fund says nearly 18,000 species are in danger of extinction in 2010. Moreover, about 40,000 species die out every year, which means 100 of our peer species leave this world every day. We have destroyed many lives on the earth in order to make economic profit. But let's have a close look on the case of Catskill, New York. They were determined to build a dam to clean the polluted water. It cost $8 billion and $300 million per year for maintenance, though it would cost only $1 billion to reforest enough to clean the water naturally. What's worse, deforestation makes it easy to cause floods. Considering great costs, financial damages, including man-made disasters caused by environmental destruction and potential damages, environmental devastation is never a wise way of money-making. We should not destroy nature, also for our future. A loss of biodiversity is a loss of the treasures the earth gave us to. All species might keep some secrets that would help us. For example, the ingredients for anti-cancer drugs were found from the bark of a tree named Taxus babyfolia. Every species may have some benefit, which we haven't discovered yet. There is no point we close the door to the bright future by destroying nature. And more importantly, since human beings are a part of the ecosystem, we can enjoy lots of blessings from other species. We cannot live without their existence. Under these misunderstood assumptions of money-making and unawareness of biodiversity, human beings have been a dictator who dominates the whole planet as he likes, controlling other species just like servants. It is a matter of fact that our behaviors are largely influential to the whole planet. Then, now is the time to change our mind, to serve as a leader, and to seek the right way of handling our fellow species for the greatest common happiness, the world peace. Here, I give you a simple suggestion to take the first step towards that. Let's get acquainted with our fellow species. As a leader of this planet, it is required we become aware of every species and find a way to cherish them equally. But there surely are the differences among the species we humans get on. We established a hierarchy based on our preferences and do not regard a fly or a duck as an equal. In fact, the number of endangered insects is about 3,000, which is twice as much as that of endangered mammals. However, we seldom pay attention to them. It is normal that you have a fear of certain species, and yet, even if you hate them, you should not keep away from them. Our ignorance can harm on other species where we do not expect. For example, some rare metals used for cellular phones and computers are mined from a preserved mountain where no one is allowed to get in because of its habitat for endangered mountain gorillas. They have their home taken away in the process of the exploitation. Our daily lives are unexpectedly related with other species and often inflict damage on them. Moreover, your indifference prevents you from getting in touch with unfamiliar species. If you become familiar with more species, I am quite sure the world you see must become wider, more colorful and enjoyable. And then you will certainly get to love your home, the earth we all share. So, as a start of getting interested in species, let's explore their wonderfulness together. Do you know the most powerful species on the earth? Water bears. They never die even if they are burned to death, flashed or under vacuum, with no food or water, until they die a natural death. Planarians also have amazing powers. Since they can regenerate their bodies, they can multiply themselves even if they are cut into pieces. How wonderful they are! You can explore much more species that are full of wonder. It is also important to regulate our behaviors, but what we need to do first is to make individuals into one under the same understanding of the world peace. If you have a high awareness of other species, I believe you can treat every species equally, and what's more, cherish this planet we share. Why not stop having prejudice against some species and love them all? It is true of every organization that it will collapse if the leader does not care about the members. It can be applied to this big organization, the planet Earth. We should behave as a leader of the Earth. But please remember, even if we are on the top of the organization, it is also true that we are involved in it. We are humans, but at the same time, Homo sapiens. We are all fellow lives on the earth. Love your neighbors, our fellow species. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sugiyama. Now, question and answer period. Mr. Sama for you.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Sugiyama.
Thank you.
I think you've discussed a very important ideal, right? And you suggested that you said let's get acquainted with our fellow species, even though they're scary and even though you don't like them.
Yes.
Right? Is that true? Yeah. Well, actually, I don't like a snake. Snake, I don't like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Really, you like that?
Yes.
I really do want to stay away from it, and I never like it whatsoever. So, how can I like it to bring the world peace?
Yes. Okay, thank you for your question. Since you dislike snakes, I recommend you to find their wonderfulness as snakes. For example, snakes. I do not familiar with snakes very well. So.
But you like it. You said you like
Yes.
the snake. Yeah?
Yes, I love all species on the earth.
Let's talk about that snake. Why do you like that snake? That snake?
Snake.
Yeah. Well, what attracts you most? Yeah. What is the attractive point of that snake?
I think their legs.
Something very attractive, appealing to you. Do you like something very long? Huh?
Yeah, but their legs is so amazing. We humans do not have. Yes, I like their legs.
Of course. Okay. I see.
Yes, I recommend you to find the attractiveness of them, and I believe you can love them a little bit before you get you did not get interested in them?
Well, that I don't know. Okay, next question here. Just the question in general. Do you have any specific idea or ideas to put your ideas through to other people, not only to the people here, but the people outside? We've now heard your nice ideals, but how can we convey your message to other people? Do you have any specific ways?
I think the most ideal ways for them to get interested in other species is to bring them outside, like in the park or somewhere like that, and actually they should make friends with other species. I mean.
But I don't think we can easily find a snake in the park now.
Yes, of course. But they pay close attention to other species. They can find many species even in the park.
Yeah. Do you have any website in your mind that we can do that on the internet or Twitter, Facebook?
Yes, it's actually it's another way, but I think the most ideal way is to get in touch with them directly.
Directly, okay,
Yes.
I'll try. Okay,
Yes,
thank you very much.
I recommend you to get in touch with snakes.
With the snakes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.